So I lead off with Alakazam, and he leads off with Rotom Wash, and I expect the Volt Switch, so I switch into Magnezone to wall it, and he switches in to Infernape, which then I switch into Slowbro like I always do, and he goes for the U-turn, gets a critical, super effective, does a lot of damage, kind of annoying, but
He didn't kill.
of course it's not going to kill. I go for the Scald, hoping for a burn, doesn't get a burn, switch out Regenerator, expect another Volt Switch because this is a Volt turn team, and he gets another crit, so 2 crits in a row,
Completely
and switches in, goes for the Overheat. I knew I could take almost anything with Garen Black except like close combat, but I figured he wouldn't go for it. And I figured he expects me to switch, so he would go for the U-turn. So I stayed in, go for the Dragon Claw, expecting the Jirachi switch in, and then switch into Slowbro to wall his Jirachi. He switches into Rotom Wash, goes for Volt Switch, and I go for the Iron Head, hoping for the flinch. I don't get the flinch, and he gets a critical.
critical overheat, and Jirachi dies.
So that's like the 3rd critical this match, and it's not going so well for me. So I set up the substitute because I'm like a Life Orb set, and I didn't know if he was going to switch or not. So he does switch, and I go for the Focus Blast and only do 34%, which is kind of sad. This was one of my first time using Alakazam, so
The Body Slam did not paralyze the Dragonite. Really needed that.
I go for the Choice Banded Fire Punch as he switches, and then I decide to stay in because I expect the Volt Switch. Go for another Fire Punch. Doesn't get the burn. It would have been really nice if I got the burn, but that's fine. Switch into Slowbro to wall it.
I should have gone for the Toxic instead of the Earthquake. I was hoping Magnezone would switch in, and it didn't.
So I go for the Ice Beam in case, he could have switched, but he decided to Toxic.
Yeah, I was willing to sacrifice Gliscor for the Toxic.
And I could have taken a Choice Banded U-turn, but he got a crit again on Slowbro, so he's just hating on my Slowbro right now, and it's not good. But he goes for the trick, and he takes my Choice Band and gives me a Choice Scarf, which isn't too bad for me, and it kind of sucks for him. So that's fine. I go for the Fire Punch, expecting some kind of a switch. He lives with 1% HP. Switch into Magnezone, expecting the Stone Edge. He goes for the Stone Edge. It doesn't get a crit, luckily. He takes Life Orb damage. He dies. Switches into Breloom. Goes for the Mach Punch. I was pretty much letting my Magnezone die at that point. Go for the Alakazam switch in. Does outspeed and kill. Expecting him to switch. Go for the substitute. I was hoping, Shadow Ball is nice for the hopefully special defense drop. And I magically get a crit with Focus Blast, which I wasn't expecting at all. I was kind of just willing to let Alakazam die.
That next Body Slam would have been paralyzed too, I bet you.
And then I just get swept with Bullet Punch, so GG, I guess.